children, welcome you all to this session. Today we are going to continue exercise 3.2. You can take page number 53 in your NCERT textbook. Today also we are going to write only in textbook, not in the fair note. You can take a pencil with you so that you can write the answers side by side whenever I am teaching you. Okay children? Now we can continue exercise 3.2. Okay, you can take page number 53 in your textbook. Since I don't have a textbook in my hand, I have written all the questions in a note and I will write it in pencil. You also should copy all the answers in textbook itself. No need to write it in your fair note. Okay. So what is the sixth question? Because till fifth question we have discussed in our last class, right? So from sixth question today we are going to discuss. What is the sixth question? Express the following as the sum of two odd primes. Okay, express the following as the sum of two odd primes. Here 44 it is given. We are going to represent this 44 as sum of two odd primes. Actually, if you are going to add two odd primes, I should get 44. That is my question. I should add two odd primes. I should add two odd primes. If I add two odd primes, I should get 44 as my answer. Okay, you can think. Okay, you can think and you can itself frame many answers you will get. Okay, one of my findings is actually 41 is my odd prime, 3 is my odd prime, right? So 41 plus 3, 44. Like this you can also form some other value also. Okay, so what is the 44? How you will write? 41 plus 3. So what are the sum of what are the two odd primes which we are adding? 41 and 3. Okay, so 41 is one odd prime, 3 is one odd prime. So I have just added these two to get 44. Next, B question. What is the B question? 36. 36. In 36 also we are going to add two odd primes. I should get 36. So you can think. You can take your sieve of erythosinus, that box is there, no? Last class you have learnt about the what are the prime numbers from 1 to 100, right? So we are just going to add two prime numbers. So shall I take 13 and 23? 13 plus 23 is what? 36. So 13 plus 23 is the correct. 13 plus 23 you can add and see. 3 plus 3, 6. 2 plus 1, 336. So these two are the prime numbers. Actually we are going to add it to get the answer. Understood? Next, seventh question. What is your seventh question? Give 3 pair of prime numbers whose difference is 2. Actually we are going to get a new definition called twin prime. Already we have learnt about co-prime, right? What is meant by co-prime? If the common factor is only 1. If the common factor between two numbers is only 1, that is co-prime. Okay, common factor, okay, CO, common factor. Okay, you keep it in your mind. Common factor is 1 now. It is called as co-prime. But here twin prime. Twins means what? Two of them, right? So difference between two numbers is 2 means they are called as twin prime. I'll give you the example. See, 3, 5. What is the difference between 3 and 5? 2. If you difference 5 minus 3 is what? 2, no? So 3 and 5 are twin primes. This is one pair. Second pair. You can think. Next, 5, 7. Yes? What is the difference between 7 and 5? 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. So it is twin prime. Twins means what? The difference should be 2. That is twin prime. Co-prime means common factor 1. That is different. This is different. Okay. Next, 11, 13. 13 minus 11 is what? 2. So these two are twin primes. And some more I will give you. These 3 enough, but I will give you some more examples. 41, 43. So what is the difference between these two? 2. So answer is correct. Now 71, 73. Like this we can frame many prime numbers. So in this you can write only 3 pairs. Pairs means what? 2 2s you should write. This is one pair, this is one pair, this is one pair. So totally 3 pairs you write, it's enough. Which of the following numbers are prime? 23, 51, 37, 26. So which of the following are prime? You have learned prime numbers, do you remember? So whether 23 is a prime? Yes, you can put a tick. 51 is a prime number? No, it is divisible in third table, so it is not a prime number. 37 is a prime number? Yes, you can put a tick. 26 is it a prime number? No, so you can put a cross. Okay, so you should write like this. Children, understood how to write it? Next is your ninth question. What is your ninth question? Write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 that there is no prime numbers in between them. Listen, consecutive means what? Next numbers. Actually 1, 2, 3 and all next number 8. 1 kapra 2, 2, 3 like that. So that is consecutive numbers. So here what we are going to find? Totally 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime number in between. We have to find continuous composite number. In between no prime number should be there. So shall I take the sieve of Eratosthenes tabular column? Yes. In this you can itself search. Okay. Any 7 consecutive composite numbers are there? Only 3 is there, so no one. Here 3 only is there. After that prime number comes, so we can't take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Totally 5 is there. After that prime number comes. Here also we have 5, so we can't take it. Here 3, here 3, here 3. Here 5, we can't take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we can't take it. Actually we want 7, right? So we are in search of it. From 1 to 100 only they are asking. That is why I am taking this tabular column. Okay. Now 81, 3 only it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 it is there, so cancel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we got it. Yes. So 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. So totally 7 consecutive composite number we have got from 1 to 100. Okay, from totally 7 consecutive numbers we got, because no prime number is in between these 7 numbers. From this till this there are 7 consecutive prime numbers. No prime numbers are there in between. So what is the answer of this question? So shall I write the answer here? So what are these? Write 7 consecutive composite numbers less than 100 so that there is no prime numbers between them. What are the prime numbers? So what are the composite numbers? 90, 91, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay, because 89 is a prime, 97 is a prime. So we have found 7 consecutive prime numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, totally how many prime numbers we have found? Totally composite numbers we have found 7 consecutive composite numbers. No prime numbers are there in between them. Consecutive next 91, next 92, next 93, like that. It is coming continuously. Okay. Next, what is your 10th question? Express each of the following as the sum of 3 odd primes. In this we are going to find sum of 2 odd primes. Here we are going to find sum of 3 odd primes. Okay, we are going to add 3 odd primes. What is the number given? 21. So what shall we do now? We are going to add 3 numbers we are going to add it. Okay, just we are going to add 3 numbers. So now you can itself add many things. So I have searched and found that 11 plus 7 plus 3. 11 plus 7 is 18. Right. 18 plus 3 is 21. We are getting the answer. Did you understand how I have written? 11 plus 7 plus 3. Actually I am adding 3 odd primes. I am getting 21. Okay, so I just added 3 odd primes and I have got the answer 21. Now 31. Here also I am going to add 3 odd primes, right? So what is the, you can itself think and say me. You can get a different answer also, but it should be an odd prime. 2 should not come. Even prime should not come. Only odd prime should come. Like see, 11 plus 13 plus 7. Is it correct? 11 plus 13, 24. 24 plus 7, 31 we are getting the answer. 31 we are getting the answer. Next 53. Here also I am going to add 3 odd primes. Is it correct? 53. You can take that sieve of Eratosthenes tabular column and you can search of the problems. Okay. What is the 53? How you will add it? 3 odd numbers. 23, 17, 13. 17 plus 13 is 30. 30 plus 23, 53. I am getting the answer. So this is my correct answer. Likewise, your D question is your homework. Okay. In 6th, C, D is your homework. In 10th, D question is your homework. Okay. Next. Write 5 pair of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum is divisible by 5. Okay. We are going to find what? We are going to find 5 pairs. Pair means what? 2 twos are pairs. So we are going to find 5 pairs whose number is less than 20. Within 20 we are going to do whose sum is divisible by 5. That we are going to find it. Okay. See, example what they have given is 3 plus 7 equal to 10. Okay. So here 3 is a prime number. 7 is a prime number which is less than 20. If I add these two, I am getting 10. It is divisible by 5. The same way we are going to find 5 pair of prime numbers less than 20 whose sum, if you add those two numbers, I should get divisible by 5. Okay. Now, shall I say the prime numbers which is less than 20? Shall I start to say? You can also say with me. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19. So you can add any two prime numbers and should get divisible by 5. Okay. Now, shall I add two prime numbers like 17 and 3? 17 is one prime number. 3 is one prime number which is less than 20. If I add these two, 17 plus 3, what I am getting? 20, which is divisible by 5, right? So this is one pair. Pair means what? 2 twos. Next. 19, 11. 19 plus 11. 19 plus 11 is what? 30. Is it? So this is divisible by 5. So this is one pair. Next. 13, 7. 13 plus 7. What is the answer? 20. It is divisible by 5. So actually we are going to find 5 pairs, right? So next pair is what? Next what pair? I am just going to take 17, 13. Okay, it is 17, 3, 13, 7. Next is 17, 13. So 17 plus 13 is what? 30. It is divisible by 5. Right. Next pair which I am going to take is 13, 2. 13 is one prime number. 2 is one prime number. Okay. I am just going to add 13 plus 2 is what? 15. 15 is divisible by 5, right? So what are the 5 pairs actually? 17, 3, 19, 11, 13, 7, 17, 13, 13, 2. Okay, understood how to write these pairs? Next, 12th question is a homework. It is very easy question which is fill-ups. You can write it in your textbook itself. Okay, children? Today's class, we have started from 6th problem and completed till 11th problem. In 6th problem, I have taught you how to add two prime numbers and get the answers. Odd prime numbers to get the answers. In that C and D is your homework. Then in 10th problem, D question is your homework. Then 12th problem, it is like a fill-ups. You can write it in your textbook itself. So, I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.